This Cesar Millan guy, every once in a while I'll turn on a TV show with this idiot. And look, I shouldn't call him an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's about 50% good. And I want to make this perfectly clear. He isn't an obedience trainer. He doesn't condition in commands. He just takes a dominant approach with the dog. And he tells people stupid stuff like exercise is the most important thing, and it's not. Let me tell you something, Caesar. 4 million dogs are dying in this country every year. And they're dying because of lack of training, improper training, or no training at all. It has nothing to do with lack of exercise. And if you train the dog properly, it tires the dog out. 15 minutes of training is like equal to an hour and a half at the dog run. 15 minutes of training, I'm telling you, put pressure on the dog and it just tires them out. And they learn, and you exercise the mind. That's what you want to do. Now, Cesar Millan, I got a real beef with the guy. He's the most famous dog trainer in the world, and I think that the guy has forgotten about what he originally started doing this for, which was to help dogs. And my big beef with the guy is that during his show, a few shows, I've seen less than 10 of his shows, right? I've seen less than 10. But in a few shows, he used a flexi lead. The problem is, Caesar, you fucking dumb shit. If you use a flexi lead, and why are you using a flexi lead? Use a check cord, motherfucker. If you use a flexi lead and other people see you that don't know anything about dogs, they see you using a flexi lead, they think, oh, it's okay, it's good enough for my dog. I'll use a flexi lead. Those things are terrible for your dog. It allows your dog, I have one for my boat anchor, and it'll go 26 feet. They're dangerous. Your dog can go around a corner, and when your dog is out in front of you like that, right? When your dog is out in front, you're telling the dog that it's the leader, and you don't want to do that, so don't use a flexi lead. The other thing that he sells this product, which is wee-wee pads. He sells wee-wee pads, to the American public. What kind of dog trainer would sell wee-wee pads? Those things are horrible. If you start using wee-wee pads with your puppy, man, 9 times out of 10, the people get addicted to that, and the dog never learns to be housebroken. Don't ever use wee-wee pads. They're scented with a pheromone to attract your dog to shit and piss in the house. You're sending the wrong message to the dog. You don't want to send the message that you want it to go to the bathroom in its den. You want to send the message that it should go to the bathroom outside. Okay? Now, I did a little research on this, and I see that Cesar Millan, he suggests that what you do is take a little grass and bring it inside and grass and dirt, and put it on the wee-wee pad so that the dog starts associating the wee-wee pad with going outside. What the fuck are you talking about, dummy? Don't do that. Why don't you just cut out a piece of sod and stick it in your house on the wee-wee pad? That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. The other product that he sells is a leash, and it's a leash that looks like a tow rope, so that if you're rollerblading with your dog, the dog can pull you. Okay, first of all, that's not good either. Once again, your dog is out ahead of you. If you want to go run with your dog or rollerblade with your dog, the dog should be right next to you at heel. That's dog psychology 101. Keep the dog at heel. That makes your dog calm and happy. You don't let the dog drag you around. That's no good. We're not talking about sled dogs here. Sled dogs are completely different. If you want your dog to be like a sled dog, buy this thing and have your dog tow you around. Exercise is absolutely not the most important thing for your dog. Do not listen to Cesar Millan's advice. Training is the most important thing to your dog, and your dog loves training more than running around. It does. They do. And all the clients that I work with, I train them to understand that training is play. You teach the dog to play. That's it. You train the dog for the lifetime of the dog, and that makes for a healthy, happy dog. Cesar Millan's show is nothing more than a highly edited version of what really takes place. We never see what happens at his dog psychology center for a reason. One, because he has obedience trainers working for him. The man's wealthy. He's a very, very wealthy man. And he has people that do obedience training fixing the dogs for long-term solutions, okay? What you see him doing on those shows, anybody can do with a dominant approach with a dog. There's nothing special about Cesar Millan. Matter of fact, he's not special at all. If you're having problems with your dog, contact an obedience trainer. Don't contact somebody like Cesar. I'm not saying Cesar's all bad. He's helped, and he's helped it for people like me so that, you know, we talk about correcting the dog to people that use food training, when food training is horrible for your dog. They've seen Cesar Millan correct the dog, so it's easier for us to explain to the human that you must teach the dog no. So he has done us a huge favor. He makes our job easier. And by the way, that noise that he makes, that hissing noise, don't do that. First of all, you're not Cesar Millan. Teach the dog no. Don't hiss at it. Cesar Millan's not all bad, but he's not all good either. Food training, Victoria Stilwell, is all bad. Don't watch that show and try any of that bullshit that she does. Food training can cause your dog to be aggressive. It conditions your dog to be excited. It is not a positive thing for your dog. Positive reinforcement training is just that. You are not teaching the dog no. It is not positive for the canine.